All right, let's get you the top story right now. Prime Minister Modi, who arrived in Germany on the first leg of his three-day Europe visit, got a rousing welcome from the Indian diaspora in Berlin. And the Prime Minister was in Berlin and met with the Chancellor. He said no country can emerge victorious in the Ukraine conflict. On Monday, he underlined that India supports peace and made an appeal to end the war. He was speaking in Berlin on the first day of his three-day visit to Europe when he meets 7 key European leaders of countries with whom India has close trading ties.
क्या बनाया तुमने? अच्छा
जन्म जन्म भर।
भारत ने वो मन बना लिया है। भारत आज संकल्प लेकर के आगे बढ़ रहा है। आज भारत को पता है कहां जाना है, कैसे जाना है, कब तक जाना है। आज का युवा भारत देश का तेज विकास चाहता है। वो जानता है कि इसके लिए राजनीतिक स्थिरता और प्रबल इच्छा शक्ति कितनी आवश्यक है, कितनी अनिवार्य है, वो आज का हिंदुस्तान भली भांति समझता है। और इसलिए भारत के लोगों ने 3 दशकों से चली आ रही राजनीतिक अस्थिरता के वातावरण को एक बटन दबा करके खत्म कर दिया। भारत को कोविड के वैक्सीन बनाने में सफलता मिली तो हमने अपनी वैक्सीन से करीब 100 देशों की मदद की है। दोस्तों, फूड सिक्योरिटी के लेकर के दुनिया में बड़े बड़े देश चिंतित है। उस समय हिंदुस्तान का किसान दुनिया का पेट भरने के लिए आगे आ रहा है। साथियों, जब भी मानवता के सामने कोई संकट आता है तो भारत सॉल्यूशन के साथ सामने आता है।
Today, on day one of his visit, the Prime Minister is in Germany, where he's held talks with the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. The Prime Minister's visit comes as European nations deal with the fallout of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. While India's policy is one of non-alignment in foreign policy, Delhi has maintained that European partners are India's companions in the quest for peace and prosperity.
यूक्रेन के संकट के आरंभ से ही हमने तुरंत युद्ध विराम का आह्वान किया और इस बात पर जोर दिया था कि विवाद को सुलझाने के लिए बातचीत ही एकमात्र उपाय है। हमारा मानना है कि इस युद्ध में कोई विजयी पार्टी नहीं होगी। पोस्ट कोविड काल में भारत अन्य बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्थाओं के मुकाबले सबसे तेज ग्रोथ देख रहा है।
I am delighted that the first intergovernmental consultations of this government take place with the India government. For me, that is a sign of the special quality of our relationship. I invited you as our guest to the G7 summit end of June to Elmar, and we look forward to welcoming you back to Germany.
Several Indian ministers are with the Prime Minister for the India-Germany intergovernmental consultations, including the Foreign Minister, the National Security Advisor, and the Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman. India and Germany have been strategic partners since 2000. The Prime Minister, before departing, said that he intends to reach out to the Indian diaspora as well on this visit. There are 1 million people of Indian origin who live in continental Europe. Now, after Germany, the Prime Minister travels to Copenhagen for the Indo-Nordic Summit. The summit focuses on post-pandemic economic recovery, climate change and renewable energy. Before returning, the Prime Minister meets the French President Emmanuel Macron in Paris. He will convey his personal congratulations to President Macron on his re-election. The European Union is India's third largest trade partner. That needs to be kept in mind. It accounts for 62.8 billion euros in 2020, which is 11.1% of total trade. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
No one can be forced to get vaccinated. The Supreme Court ordered on Monday, till infection numbers are low, no one should be denied access to public places, services and resources, the Apex Court said, and directed the central government to publish reports on the adverse effects of vaccination, saying make the date on clinical trials public. This is India's positivity rate crossed the 1% mark. After 2 months, India's COVID case positivity rate has gone past that 1% mark. And India witnessed a daily rise of 3,157 infections and 26 fatalities.
The Supreme Court today gave an important decision on the issue of vaccine policy. It said that nobody can be forced to get vaccinated as the law protects bodily integrity. However, for larger public health interests, the government can impose certain restrictions on individual rights. The court said that the government's current vaccination policy is neither arbitrary nor unreasonable, as it is based on expert opinion as well as scientific evidence. However, when it comes to restrictions that certain state governments and private organizations have imposed on unvaccinated individuals, the court said that since the infection rate is low right now, these restrictions should be lifted. However, it added that the suggestions that the court is making apply only to the present situation because COVID is an evolving scenario and things may change later, and also these suggestions do not apply to basic COVID appropriate behavior. In terms of disclosure of data of clinical trials of vaccines, a demand that had been made by the petitioner, the court directed the central government to put up all the data of clinical trials of vaccines on a publicly accessible virtual platform, and all the adverse effects of vaccination, both in terms of adults as well as children, all of that data should also be available on this publicly accessible platform. But what were the arguments made by all the parties in the Supreme Court when the hearings were going on? If we look at the central government, it had said that this particular petition is against national interest and it is going to create vaccine hesitancy. The centre said that vaccination is voluntary from our end. However, certain state governments have mandated it. The centre added that all the vaccine administration process is being regularly monitored by us. If we look at what the vaccine manufacturers had said in court, the Serum Institute of India said that all of its data is already available with the regulator. Bharat Biotech denied all allegations that it had not been disclosing information and said that data even about its phase 3 trial had already been put out. If we look at how the state governments had defended their vaccine mandates, Tamil Nadu said that all of these mandates are in larger public interest. Maharashtra said that in its local trains, social distancing is not possible and that is why vaccine mandates are necessary for public transport. Madhya Pradesh said that its decision to show vaccine certificate in public places is going to create more awareness about vaccination. In New Delhi with camera person Joseph, this is Sukirti Dwivedi for NDTV.
And political strategist Prashant Kishore set the cat among the pigeons on Monday with a cryptic tweet that has everyone asking, is he taking the political plunge? Is he going to start his own party? After catapulting the West Bengal Chief Minister to a stupendous win last year, as he had predicted, Prashant Kishore said he would quit this space. Is he now revealing that Bihar, where he's from, is where he will be ending his sabbatical?
Exactly a year after assembly elections in 5 states where Prashant Kishore helped TMC to retain West Bengal and DMK Tamil Nadu, the political strategist has hinted that he is starting his own political journey. In a cryptic tweet, Kishore said on Monday, "As I turn the page, time to go to the real masters, the people, to better understand the issues and the path to Jan Suraj, people's good governance, starting from Bihar." Kishore had hinted about his political journey in his interview to NDTV right after the assembly elections in May 2021.
I want to quit this space and I want to be on record with you. I want to quit this space, leave IPAC to be run by the leadership team of IPAC and do something else.
Although an announcement of any political affiliation is not expected soon, PK, who is in Patna currently, has made no effort to meet or speak with Nitish Kumar. So clearly there's little chance of a ghar wapsi, at least in the near future. Beyond his tweet today, there is not much information available, and his likely opponents, if he does join politics, seem to be waiting and watching for now.
I have no comments to make on this. I wish him all the very best with it. Why should I make a comment on somebody else's political journey? I think it is a fundamental right to vote, and it's as much a fundamental right to contest elections and be a part of electoral politics. I wish him all the very best.
While Prashant Kishore has not made it public whether he would be starting a political party or just a political platform for now, he is scheduled to address a presser on Thursday where he is expected to reveal his future political plans. With Manish Kumar from Bihar and camera person Sudhir Ram, this is Arvind Gunasekar for NDTV.